Hi बच्चों, my name is Mukesh Paliwal and I am going to teach you chapter 2 of mathematics, namely fractions and decimal. Okay बच्चों, I think in class 6 you have already discussed about the term fraction. Do you know what actually fraction is? What is the meaning of fraction? Okay, let me try to understand it by taking some example. Okay, imagine you have 4 chocolates with you. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Suppose these are 4 chocolate with you. And suppose you are 2 friends. One is you and this is your friend. And you want to basically share these 4 chocolates equally. Then what will happen? 2 of the chocolates will go to you and remaining 2 to your friend, and you can easily divide them. Now question arises, you brought your 2 chocolates at your home, suppose, and you find 2 of your friends are with you at your home, and when you reach your home you see now you are 3 persons, you and 2 of your friend. Now question arises, you want to share these 2 chocolates with your friends also. Now what will you do? Suppose you open the chocolate and you find that type of structure in it. Suppose like that. And you want to share it equally. Now how can you share these equally? Is it possible? Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are as a whole 16 parts. How can you share them equally? Is it possible for you? You will say, sir, ये तो मुश्किल है. How can we do it? In such type of scenario, actually, we need to understand the concept of fractions. We must know about the fractions if we want to distribute these chocolates to your friend along with you equally. In such scenario, we are needy for fractions. Okay? So the concept of fraction arises when you are not able to share something. There will be some other type of problems also. I am simply giving an example of that sharing. When you are not able to share the objects or chocolates or whatever it is in the whole numbers or natural numbers, then fraction is required. Okay? In such scenario, we basically divide these wholes also so that we can share equally. Okay? But you are very much familiar about these facts. You have discussed about them even in class 6 or even in class 5th also. You are familiar with the term fractions. You have discussed about the addition and subtraction of fractions also in class 6. You know the meaning of equivalent fraction. You know the smallest value of the fraction. For example, you are given a fraction 10 over 15. And I am saying, bacho, write its equivalent version or write its smallest form. Its smallest form can be written as, you will divide the whole numerator and denominator both by 5 and you will get it is 2 by 3. It is the smallest form of this fraction. And if we talk about the equivalent version, then it may be 4 by 6, it may be 6 by 9, it may be 8 by 12 and so on. These all are equivalent fractions. Basically, you can multiply or divide the numerator and denominator of a fraction by any number. The only condition is that if you are dividing numerator by a number, you must divide the denominator also by the same number. Or if you are multiplying the numerator of a number by of a fraction by a certain number, then you must multiply the denominator of the same fraction by the same number also. The fraction remains as it is. There is no problem as such. Okay? So these are basically the basic things about the fraction, and you are already familiar about them. Okay? When we discuss exercise 2.1 of your NCERT book, I hope you have already downloaded the book. Or if not, then I'll send you a scanned copy of this chapter. Okay? You need not to worry about it. So we are discussing exercise 2.1. Basically that exercise contains the problem based on addition or subtraction of fractions. You may say it is a recap type of exercise because you are already familiar with the addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay, I'm writing few problems that I will discuss. It is question number 1. The first part of question number 1 is 2 minus 3 upon 5. I have to solve it. I'll do it. Let me see how can we do it. The another one is, I'm taking its third part filhal. It is 3 upon 5 plus 2 over 7. It is second, it is third part. I'm taking one more example. It is 2 whole 2y, it is sixth part, 2 whole 2y3 plus 3 whole 1y2. Okay, let me see how can we add them. I can solve it in two manners. First method is I'll write it as 2 upon 1 minus 3 over 5. Then I'll take the LCM of 1 and 5. LCM of 1 and 5 is obviously 5. Now I will divide that 5 by 1. Means I'll find 5 divided by 1. LCM must be divided by the denominator of first fraction. And what quotient you will have here? You will get, sir, it is 5. This 5 must be multiplied by this 2. Keep that sign now. Now divide this 5 by the denominator of second fraction. 5 divided by 5, you will get 1 here, and then multiplied it by 3. In second step, 5 must be divided by the denominator of the second fraction. When you will divide it by 5, you will get 1. And then multiply it by the numerator of the second fraction. So what you will get? You will get 5 2s are 10 minus 3 over 5. And it will become 10 minus 3, 7 over 5. You may also write it 5 1s are 5, 2 over 5. So you can solve it in this manner. Another method is directly multiplied 5 by 2. Second method. That method is usually used when you have one number is as a whole number and another one is as a fraction, or you are adding or subtracting them. You can do 5 into 2 sign minus number as it is whole upon the denominator. 5 into 2 minus 3 upon 5. And it will become 5 2s are 10 minus 3 upon 5, which is 7 over 5. It is the second method. Okay, bachcho? So in this manner, you sometimes we use that method. After some practice, we may use this method directly. There is no problem. Let me see this part, the next part. I'll again solve it by two different methods. Okay? First, I will find the LCM of 5 and 7. LCM of 5 and 7. You are very much familiar about the term LCM also. Because 5 and 7 are co-prime, and that is why their LCM should be equal to the product of these two. It should be 35. Now I'm taking another method. Okay, first method. First I will convert 3 upon 5 in a fraction which is equivalent to 3 by 5, and its denominator is equal to the LCM of this, 35. I want to convert 3 upon 5 in a fraction whose denominator is equal to the LCM of these two denominators. I mean to say equal to 35. Now by what number we should multiply to get it 35? Obviously it should be multiplied by 7. Only then you will get 35. So you have to multiply it by the numerator by 7 also, and you will get 3 7 ja 21. So you can write 3 by 5 as 21 upon 35 also. When you will divide it by 7, it will become 3, it will become 5. Now second is 2 by 7. Here again you have to make the denominator as 35. Now you have to multiply it by 5. 7 5 ja 35. So numerator when multiplied by 5, it will become 10. So 3 by 5 you can write as 21 over 35. 2 by 7 you can write as 10 over 35. Now add them, and therefore you may say 3 over 5 plus 2 over 7 can be written as 3 over 5 means 21 over 35 plus 2 over 7 can be written as 10 over 35. 21 plus 10 is 21 plus 10 is okay, I'm increasing one of the step again, upon 35. So it will become 31 upon 35. It is first method. Let me come to the second method. That one. You may choose any one. There is no need to basically use both the methods. You need not to solve that sum of the fraction by both the methods. You may choose any one which is convenient for you. But I will prefer that method. That method or what I am doing here, because it is convenient. You have to find the sum of 3 upon 5 and 2 upon 7. First find the LCM of these two. LCM of these two will become 35. Do the same method. Divide 35 by the denominator of 5. 5 7 ja 35. Multiplied by the numerator of first fraction. Use that sign. Plus. Now divide 35 by 7. It will become 5. Multiplied by the numerator of second fraction 2. So it will become 7 3s are 21 plus 5 2s are 10 over 35. You will get the same value as 31 over 35. So in this manner, you may choose any method. If you feel any problem, then you may repeat the video again. Okay? You may slow down the speed of the video if you are not able to understand. And even then, if you have any problem, then you can write it in comment section, or we can discuss in WhatsApp group. There's no problem. I will explain you. Otherwise, directly you can contact to my phone. Okay, my number will be there. Okay, you can discuss. Now let me come to the sixth part of this question. We are given 2 whole 2 by 3 and 3 whole 1 by 2. First, I will convert it in an improper fraction. How? 3 2 ja 6 plus 2 8 by 3. The rule is that first you have to multiply 3 by 2. 3 2 ja 6 plus 2, it will become 8 divided by the denominator. In the same manner, it will be 2 3 ja 6 plus 1 7 upon 2. Now what you have to do? Either you may choose this method or you may choose second method. I'm choosing second method here. First I have to find the LCM of 3 and 2. You will get it is 6. Now what you will do? You will divide 6 by 3 and 3 2s are. And that 2 must be multiplied by 8. Positive sign. Now 6 must be divided by 2. 2 3 into 7. And now what will happen? 2 8s are 16 plus 21 upon 6. And it will become 6 plus 1 is 7. 1 or 2, 3. 37 by 6. 6 6 are 36. क्या बचेगा? 1 over 6. And remember 6 6 are 36 plus 1 37 by 6. You will get the same number here. So in this manner you can easily add the fractions. I'm sure you are already familiar with that processes, that methods. Okay, but now I'm taking some other problems also. Pause the video and note down these. Okay, you have done it. So now I'm going to take another problem which is slightly lengthy but not difficult. Okay, it is question number 2. I'm taking one of the part. The question is that arrange the following in descending order. We have to write them in descending order. Question number 2. It is part number 1. 2 by 9. 2 upon 3 and 8 upon 21. And the question is that I have to write in descending order. What should we do? First I have to find the LCM of 9, 3 and 21. Can you find out? Okay, the method is that if you want to find the LCM of 9, 3 and 21. Remember, 9 is multiple of 3. So if you want to find the LCM of these 3, only the LCM of 9 and 21 is enough to find, because 9 is a multiple of 3. Okay, so what should we do? Okay, we must write 3, 9, 21, and then what we have to do? I have to divide it by 3. 1s are, 3s are, 7s are. Again by 3, 1, 1, 7. Now by 7, 1, 1, 1. Are you familiar with this method? Definitely you will be. And that is why LCM of 3, 9, 21 is 3 into 3 into 7, which is 63. Okay. Now what should be the second step? I have to convert all these 3 fractions, 2 by 9, 2 by 3 and 8 by 21, in equivalent fractions having a denominator 63, means the LCM of denominators. Okay, now 9 by what number we should multiply to get it 63? 9 7 ja. So we have to multiply the numerator also by 7 and I'll get 14 by 63. Similarly, 363 by what number we should multiply? We should multiply it by 21. And when you multiply 21 by 2, you will get 42. 21 3s are 63 and 8 3s are 24. And now we have converted these fractions in equivalent fractions, all having the denominator as 63. Now the denominator of all 3 fractions are same. And in such scenario, the fraction having a greater numerator will be a greater fraction, and having a smaller numerator must be a comparatively smaller fraction. Okay, so in this manner we can find the greatest one. Whose numerator is greatest? I think the numerator of fraction 42 by 63 is the greatest one, because I have to write them in descending order. In descending order, first we should write the fraction which has the greatest value. Okay, and because we are very much sure that 42 is greater than 24 is greater than 14. So we can write 42 by 63 must be greater than 24 by 63 must be greater than 14 by 63. And because 42 by 63 is representing 2 by 3. Similarly, 24 by 63 is representing 8 by 21. And similarly, 14 by 63 is representing 2 by 9. So, in this manner, we can write these fractions in ascending orders. Okay, bachcho? Okay, let me take another problem. Okay? Pause the video, note it. Okay. Let me take another example. Question is like that. It is question number 6. Salil wants to put a picture in a frame. The picture is 7 hole 3 by 5 centimeter wide. The width of picture is given you as 7 hole 3 upon 5 centimeter. Now, to fit in the frame, the picture cannot be more than 7 hole 3 by 10 centimeter wide. The required width of picture must be equal to 7 hole 3 by 10 centimeter. So obviously Salil has to trim the picture. The question is that how much should the picture be trimmed? What amount, what fraction of the picture must be trimmed? So required trimmed amount must be the actual size of the picture, 7 whole 3 by 5, minus the required width, 7 whole 3 by 10. And it can be written as 5 sevens are 35 plus 3, 38 by 5. 7 fives are 35 plus 3, 38 by 5. Minus 10 sevens are 70. 70 plus 3 is 73 over 10. Now what should I do? I have to find the LCM, which is 10. Now 5 twos are 10 and 2 into 38. Minus 10 ones are 10 minus 73. 38 twos are 76 upon, okay, minus 73 upon 10. So it will be 3 upon 10 centimeters. So that length from the width must be trimmed by Salil so that the picture can be fit in the frame. Okay, bachcho, let me take the last problem. It is question number 8. Again, pause the video. Note it. And now I am coming to the 8th problem, the final one. Okay, question is that Michael, maybe Michelle, finished coloring a picture in 7 by 12 hours, whereas Vaibhav finished coloring the same picture in 3 by 4 hours. Who worked longer? Means we have to compare these fractions. and by what fraction was it longer? Then we have to find the difference. Here we are having two problems. First we have to compare the fractions, and then we have to find which fraction is larger by what amount. Okay? Okay. So Michelle or Michael, question number 8 it is. Michael finished in how many hours? 7/12 hours. Similarly, Vaibhav finished in 3/4 hours. Question is that who worked longer? We have to compare these two. We have to find which one is greater, which one is smaller. And it is only possible when we make their denominator same. So in such scenario, first I have to find the LCM of 12 and 4. Obviously it should be 12. Think over it why and give me answer in comment section. I want your answers. Why I am directly saying it is 12. Okay? I want your answer why you think it is 12 directly without solving. Okay. So I can convert 7/12 by 7/12 because I have to take the denominator as the LCM. And how can I convert 3/4? I want the denominator as 12 again. 4 3s are 12. So I have to multiply it by 3. And when I will multiply 3 by 3, I will get 9. So 3/4 can be 9/12. Obviously, because denominators are same, so the fraction having a greater numerator must be greater. So I can say that 9/12 is greater than 7/12. Or you now can say 3/4 is greater than 7/12. So who worked more? Obviously that 3/4 is the work done by Vaibhav. So Vaibhav worked more. Now by how much? Now I have to subtract them. So now I have to find 3/4 minus 7/12. Directly I can write 3/4 as 9/12. 9/12 minus 7/12. So it will be 9 minus 7 is 2/12. And it will be 1/6 hour. So Vaibhav worked more by 1/6 hours. In this manner, we can solve these exercises. Okay, bachcho? Were you able to understand? Okay, that's good. In next video, we will discuss few more problems, maybe related to multiplication, division, etc. on the fraction. Okay? Try to solve first exercise of NCERT. I want your comments, I want your discussions, I want your query in my WhatsApp group of class 7th, no matter what is the section. Okay? As told your class teacher to add me in your group, in your class group, if I am not added. Okay? Though I will take 7th C, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it is 7th C. Okay, bachcho? So, all the best. Later on we will discuss. Bye.